Hi, I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahliabad High School and Junior College YouTube channel. Welcome to my video to all students as well as viewers. Today we are going to start or doing our subject like physics class 11th or inter first year, chapter number 12, and the name of the chapter is thermal properties of matter, part number 2. In part number 1 we have learned different things related to this like heat, temperature and its unit, as well as we have come across with the ideal gas equation and absolute temperature, as well as we have come across with the specific heat. Now in this session I will going to talk something important related to same. First topic in our today's session is nothing but CALORI, calorimetry, and you know that this is nothing but it is a usually instrument which is used to measure the heat. Okay. Next, when a body is brought in contact with the cooler body, actually heat, 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 LOST, lost by the hot body, HOT, hot body, is equal to HEAT, heat, GAIN, gain by the cold body. Okay, this calorimeters having like thing hot body, BODY, is equal to heat gain by the cold body. So we have few experiment related to this calorimeter, or to check either heat is lasting more or less, and for that I will give you example. You need to take two pieces. Okay, one piece related to the wooden piece and another piece you can take any metal piece. Keep these two pieces in fridge or freezer for few minutes, say 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever you want to keep. After that, remove both the pieces like wood piece as well as metal piece. Now touch both the pieces with your fingers. So which piece you feel like more cooler? Here we can feel that the metal piece is more cooler than the wood piece. So in this situation what happens means the metal piece is gaining more heat energy from our body. That's why it seems like more cooler than the wood. So calorimetry, we have a small topic with us, like it is nothing but it is a measurement of heat. Okay, and when cold body and hot body brought into the contact, heat lost by the cold body or heat lost by the hot body is equal to heat gained by cold body. Next we have a few theory things related to the change of state, CHANG, change of STATE, state. In change of state we have few terms with us like boiling point, BOILING, boiling, POINT, point, and we have like latent heat, LATERN, latent, LATENT, latent heat, HEAT, heat. Then we have like latent heat fusion, LATEN, latent, HEAT, heat, FUSION, fusion, and we have like freezing point, FREEZING, freezing, POINT, point. We have one process named as sublimation. This many things we may cover in the change of states. We have few lines related to these topics like boiling point, latent heat of fusion, like freezing point, sublimation, and we have one more thing with us like latent heat, HEAT, heat of vaporization, VAPOURISATION, latent heat of vaporization. These many things I will explain you first. After that I will going to put on your screen, you can copy down and remember. So starting from the boiling point. Boiling point, what is boiling point? The boiling point of a substance is standard atmospheric pressure is known as normal boiling point. That means if any substance having its standard atmospheric pressure, this pressure is known as normal boiling point. Boiling point of substance is directly proportional to the pressure acting on the substance. We might have think that if we are increasing temperature, the boiling points come, but the actual fact is this boiling point usually like proportional to the pressure acting on particular substance. Next we have latent heat. Latent heat is defined as the amount of heat required by unit mass of substance to change its state at constant temperature. Here I have given an example related to the specific heat, that I am taking one apple, I am cutting in different pieces. If I want to increase 1 degree temperature of a single piece, that is known as specific heat. Here also the case is same, but here we have some different thing. Same case, if we are cutting up matter into different things, here that matter usually on a constant temperature. Okay, I want to change the constant temperature of single units. This is nothing but latent heat of we can say. Once again I am reading the definition, listen carefully. Latent heat is defined as the amount of heat required by unit mass of substance to change its state at constant temperature. Simple. Next, latent heat of fusion. What is latent heat of fusion? Latent heat of fusion is defined as the heat per unit mass required to change the substance from solid into liquid state at the same temperature and pressure. Here we have one solid piece, like we have matter, complete solid matter. I am cutting that matter in many pieces. I want to just change one solid matter piece into the liquid at same temperature and pressure. This is known as latent heat of fusion. So latent heat of fusion is defined as the heat per unit mass required to change a substance from solid to liquid state at the same temperature and pressure. Next, latent heat of vaporization. So latent heat of vaporization is defined as the heat required per unit mass of substance to change its from liquid to vapor state at the same temperature and pressure. Here in latent heat of vaporization, we are changing liquid to the vapor form. In latent heat of fusion, solid to liquid. In latent heat of vaporization, liquid to vaporization. Next, freezing point. What is freezing point? Freezing point is usually we can say that freezing point is when we have a point where the solid liquid is converted into the solid is known as a freezing point, we can say. We have one more point with us after freezing point, like melting point. What is melting point? MELTING, melting, POINT point. What is melting point? Like the change of state from solid to liquid is called melting, and from liquid to solid is called fusion. Here we can consider this freezing point is also one more name, like fusion, FUSION, fusion. If we are converting from, like we can say from solid to liquid is melting, okay, from liquid to solid is nothing but fusion. So this is one of the important definition with us. And we have one more definition with us, the last and but not least, sublimation. What is sublimation? Sublimation is nothing but it is a process directly converting solid to gas, okay, vice versa, gas to solid. Or in definition we can say the change of state from solid to vapor state without passing through the liquid state is known as sublimation. So this is an important thing, like calorimeter change of states. I am going to place on your screen, you can go through. Hope you have copied calorimetry and some details related to the change of state. Now we have few more topics with us, like greenhouse effect, greenhouse EFF, ECT effect, and global warming, GLOBAL, global WARMING. So these two topics we have with us, and this topic might help you in chemistry also. What is greenhouse effect, explain global warming, and these topics you might have learned in your 10th class social also. This is one of the important topics related to this chapter. So first I will going to read matter related to this. After that I will explain. Okay, the greenhouse effect is the process by which the thermal radiation from Earth's surface is absorbed by atmospheric greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, ozone, etc. Then the heat radiation from these gases in all directions. Since part of radiated heat travels back towards the Earth's surface and lower atmosphere, So the Earth's surface and atmosphere gets heated. This effect is known as greenhouse effect. So here greenhouse effect is nothing but it is the process by which thermal radiations of Earth's surface is absorbed by atmospheric pressures. Atmospheric greenhouse gases. We have some gases with us, as we know that is carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide, ozone, etc. These gases actually observing like heat. Okay, after observing this heat, these gases radiated in all the direction, as we know that. So since these gases observed heat, they will going to radiated also. So by this the Earth atmospheres gets heated. That means our temperature of Earth is like heated with greenhouse effect. And what is global warming? Global warming is defined as an average increase in temperature of the Earth's atmosphere and ocean. It's lead to the change in global climate patterns. So global warming is nothing but it is the like average increase in temperature of Earth atmosphere, complete Earth. We will going to take complete Earth, not a particular region or place, complete Earth plus oceans. And what happened with the global warming? It's lead to the like globally like changes or the temperature of our world increases. That means the temperature is heated or increases up. So these two important topic, greenhouse effect and global warming, I am placing on your screen. Need to check and write as well as remember. Hope you have copied these two things. Make sure remember also. Now I have raising one question with me, like related to the ventilators. Okay, what is ventilators? We can say like ventilators. We know that what is ventilator is nothing but it is a type of windows which is providing like just below the roof. So on the floors we are having few air spaces. So here we have a question related to this. I am placing question and answer here, you can see, and reading and explaining also. Ventilators are provided in the room just below the roof. Why? When the air in the room gets heated, its density decreases, so the hot air moves upward by means of convection. This hot air escapes from the room through the ventilators provided in the room just below the roof. So here the question is asking, as you can see, why ventilator is providing just below the roof. Here answer is that if the air get heated, it decreases its density and it will goes to the upward side. So what happen if there is a passage to the air, and it will escape from the room with the help of ventilators. That's why it is provided just below the roof. And I have one more question and answer, you can see on the screen. Does a body radiate heat at 0 Kelvin? Does it radiate heat at 0 degree? That means we have two scenarios with us. If any body is having two temperatures, like one is like 0 Kelvin and another is like 0 degree centigrade. So on both the situation, is the body radiated heat? So here the answer is no. About in this case no, whereas in this case yes. So no, a body at 0 Kelvin does not radiate heat. Yes, the body at 0 degree radiates heat. You can copy down this question and answer from the screen itself. So that's all about our today's session and today's class. I am Syed Rashid. We will going to continue our same session like thermal properties of matter, part number 3 in our next session. Till then, maintain notes and try to remember what I am saying. Have a great time. Take care. Thank you.